Welcome to the Earth Defenders Toolkit, a collaborative space built with and for Earth Defender communities and their allies across the globe. The goal of this new platform is to provide and promote approaches to using technology that support local autonomy and ownership over data, and avoid creating dependencies on outside support. Earth Defenders Toolkit officially launched in June 2021 with a set of free resources for communities facing threats to their environmental and human rights. The toolkit synthesizes knowledge gained from decades of work on the front lines of environmental defense. A set of practical guides can help communities think through the process of getting started on an Earth Defender project, from early conversations about goals and threat assessment to the steps involved in getting a mapping project off the ground. An interactive tool finder helps you figure out which available tools might work the best for your community given your unique context, such as access to equipment and internet. The forum provides a collaborative space for local communities and their allies and partners to share the tools and strategies that have worked for them. The gallery provides a library of original media content from communities about their work. On the community page, there are case studies featuring stories of Earth Defender communities engaged in diverse projects to help illustrate the processes of doing this work. Like all sections in the toolkit, we will be adding more case studies as time goes on. Now let's hear from the featured communities. Opi Nenquimo is a Waorani mapper who worked with his community to map their ancestral lands in Ecuador.
Monito que unyo Ecuador awene dove mapa nengampa. Tominyo monterepa ebanon kete aweri gongape. Inko inte taronte imoni ante ponempa awene. Tome nani ekinen tokore beyen tereranipa. Ayebanon kete waron bakin koore omeka. Monito waron pone monipa ebanon kete kiungimoni. Monito ome ante ponen kamonipa. Mani on ipoye kene monito kiunyomo aye ate monito momoiri kiungimeka ante gompo monipa. Mani ekene ome emete ponte toma moni tereta monipa, tome moni mapa barungi moni ante. Aye pekenani ponenko, tono keke monimpa mapa nyomo. Waponi keta monipa, baronta monipa, tome moni mapa. Wayere vene bako rani kouriri ponte, anobai mapa barunani tapa. Marinke rinke ware gorani tapa, toma on ente, anobai ebano gongape, tatoronte ente warego anabai koore que tapa monito on konen poninki anabai menonte on ipoi konke goren tapa monito que memeka omere manin kete aye Waorani tono beten tamonipa on meguia que tante alianza seibo Amazon Frontline aye democracia digital mani nani tono mapa gorongame baruntamonipa tome nani kiunyomo Waorani. Anamayri inani orumontamonipa ebanon kete mapa baron inani ante aya anobai pikenani ponenko intamonipa gorongame kete tome nani tono. Mapa di intaña nonte bain que monipa ebano bokaya ki goka anabai ke pomonipa anabai nani kiunyomo Waorani ebanon kete Waorani ne anani bakinani ante tome nani kiunyomo.
Josef Dennert is an elder from the Matawai community in Suriname who describes his experiences working with a team to map historically significant oral histories about their land.
Sameki de kari astol dati tangistono. Tede kumoto a foto angade lai boto bai sane kwa tapsi. Wade sula lai to da yabi soms efi yonkolo ki sungu lai gue. Mapina fasi nanga pari kula boto. Tede ala sura imupo ala lai na boto nanga loop kebe al boto. Tede pasade sula don hasiton disi. Tade tak que gado. Amendor pude kwa abiro omendegwa aloktu. Mami waka furu na rekio. Mina fondo sei, made suma fuganandaliba, da temianga dati suma dena boto, ke odolo na sura dat da meaksinta kwe fade kari di adisi presi, da e kare njimi. Asomi koler sabe a heli bala de presi ne. Mi de breiti, pusami no be sabi, da de sabi man, mi be sribi, da de sabi man ko wiki mi, tak ei, kono, kogo yo lati. Ise dame o, mi musu, fa kadeng, mi wani si, fade o ma yep mi, peme o mandoro.
Walter Quertehuari Dariquebe from Amarakaeri organization talks about their work to monitor the Amarakaeri Communal Reserve in Peru.
Sí, Walter Quertehuari Dariquebe, presidente del ejecutor de contrato de administración de la Reserva Comunal Amarakaeri, pueblo Harakbut. El rol de los pueblos indígenas en la conservación del bosque es un ejercicio intercultural que se viene desarrollando desde miles de años. Y es así que en la Reserva Comunal Amarakaeri, después de una lucha de casi 18 años de lucha reivindicativa constante, ¿no? Se crea la Reserva Comunal Amarakaeri sobre un espacio de territorio ancestral del pueblo Harakbut, hoy reconocido como un área natural protegida en categoría de reservas comunales y donde participan en la administración 3 pueblos indígenas. El tema de hacer vigilancia, monitoreo, es un ejercicio ancestral donde actualmente los pueblos venimos adecuando a la realidad y en el marco de la ley, ¿no? En este ejercicio intercultural de cogestión donde compartimos roles y funciones indelegables entre el Estado peruano y el ejecutor de contrato que representa a 10 comunidades nativas. La herramienta de gestión para la vigilancia involucra o incluye en realidad la nueva tecnología, incluye una sinergia entre diversas iniciativas que desarrollan monitoreo, vigilancia en el paisaje de la Reserva Comunal Amarakaeri, ¿no? Entonces, ¿por qué se incluye en realidad la nueva tecnología en la vigilancia y control? Para facilitar las labores de vigilancia, ¿no? Entonces hemos ido en un principio involucrando el tema de los drones, ¿no? Actualmente hay vigilantes y guardaparques, además de especialistas y técnicos de la cogestión que cuentan ya con licencias de drones. Entonces, asimismo, se ha ido implementando un sistema de vigilancia Amarakaeri a través del Mapeo móvil y Mapeo desktop. Estas 2 herramientas fusionadas generan una información de alertas tempranas sobre afectación a los territorios comunales y la propia Reserva Comunal Amarakaeri, ¿no? Entonces, en este marco de seguir fortaleciendo esta actividad, es que mostramos el 98.55% de estado de conservación de la reserva, un trabajo articulado, un trabajo de sinergia entre pueblos y el Estado peruano.
The Featured Tools section provides more in-depth information about 3 different tools that support Earth Defender work, including Community Lands, Terrastories, and Mapeo. Again, we will be adding more tools to this toolbox as the platform continues to grow. Let's hear from those who have used these tools. First, we will hear from Ron James from the South Rupununi District Council, who will tell us how his Wapichan community used community lands to create their own website.
Hi, my name is Ron James. I am a Wapichan from the south of Guyana. I have worked with the South Rupununi District Council for over 20 years, and it has always been our dream to build our own website. We have, one of the things that we wanted to do was share our information, share our bits of our culture, our community, our struggles with both nationally, locally, and internationally. And it was very difficult for us to do this. Hence, we have used the community lands toolkit. Um, it is easier to use because most of us in the rural areas of Guyana don't have access to internet and have not really have a lot of computer training. So in this regard, it was kind of easier for us to be able to use this, and it is a tool that has assisted us in creating our own web page and our own website, and it is a tool that will continue to aid us going forward as the tool is developed.
Dawn Martin Hill is the principal investigator of the Aneiganos Indigenous Water Research Program. She will talk about how they are using Terrastories to map Haudenosaunee oral histories in the Six Nations Reserve in Canada.
Sego Scano, I'm Dawn Martin Hill, Mohawk Wolf Clan from Six Nations of the Grand River, coming to you from Six Nations. I am the principal investigator for the Aneiganos Water Research Project. We have 4. In all of them, traditional ecological knowledge is a primary component, working with elders to essentially capture our knowledge on our water and our water history, to protect the water, to encourage young people to rebuild relationships with water and our rivers and our streams. Because maps are really political tools in the world of colonialism, and we're not represented as Indigenous people. Our true territories, not reservation boundaries, but our real territory prior to them placing us in what some would call confining spaces, often near contaminated sites in Canada and the United States. So we wanted to boundary our lands and re-inform our young people about our highways that we traveled, trading routes, harvesting of land, where we took care of various activities and ceremonies. So gathering all that knowledge is critically important, to rebuilding our nationhood, to sovereignty, to resistance to new development and projects, by exploring where our people have lived for generations.
Phoebe Ndiema with the Chepkitale Indigenous Peoples Development Project talks about how the Ogiek at Mount Elgon are using Mapeo to reclaim their historical land rights.
I'm Phoebe, and I'm coordinating a project called Boitita Korenyo. That's the wealth of our lands in Mount Elgon, in Ogiek territory, called Chepkitale. And it is a collaboration between Ogiek and a lead organization called CIPDP in digital democracy, together with FPP, that is Forest People Program. And we are using an application called Mapeo to do mapping process, and the main aim of this is for Ogiek community to combine their immense knowledge and skills in managing their customary land with the new community-based GIS technologies, and that is Mapeo. This will enable the community to collect and leverage data describing their land and resource use in order to better defense and advance their land rights, considering that they are a forest dwelling community and they are facing land struggles, especially from different stakeholders, that is from different bodies of the government. And through this Mapeo, the community will be able to gather resources and how resources are used, and this will not only help to advance their land right cases which are currently in court, but they will also help them to sustainably use the land in the community. So basically, we appreciate digital democracy for inventing such application that is helping us to strengthen and to achieve our community struggles, which is basically rotating on land rights and distribution of resources by the government of Kenya. Thank you.
The Contribute page explains many different ways to get involved in the toolkit. You can contribute content, respond to community help requests, translate existing resources, provide tech support if you're a technologist, and provide financial support for Earth Defender communities. We also welcome guest submissions to our blog, where we feature short, informal insights and learnings from Earth Defender work. This is just a short teaser of what is inside Earth Defenders Toolkit as of July 2021, and we encourage you to check it out and add your insights at earthdefenderstoolkit.com. The Earth Defenders Toolkit is an open space and an expanding project, and we look forward to learning from you to evolve the toolkit in the future.